It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next are the Texans' rocket arm quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Raiders on Thursday night primetime.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Brown to throw on second down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Brown. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burkle?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Back to throw again. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 18 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. But so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Brown looking to throw on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now Brown on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to throw again.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 83 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Brown. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that, In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10. It's puts it on the carpet. It's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Brown. Catch made here by Campbell.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Brown now to throw on 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it complete to Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. To about the 26 here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
Brown throwing the out route and complete. That's Jackson. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking to throw. Brown.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 2. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
2nd and 4. And the Raiders have got him. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brown.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here's Brown. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Right side caught by Jackson.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, There's a premium for all of that now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Taken in at the 3. Houston set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll look to throw here.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Brown throwing on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now Brown on 1st and 10. He'll hit Jackson complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Jackson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Complete to number 16. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 23-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Taking on the New Orleans Saints. Taking on the Tennessee Titans. And finally on Sunday Night Football.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Brown now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Brown. He's able to find Wallace. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Brown. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. They will run the draw with Jacobs.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw again.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Going for it with Pierce.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Looking to throw. Brown able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off play action. Brown. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's Brown to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's A.J. Cole now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Fielded just inside the 20. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And the Texans will take over.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. 67 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Brown from the gun on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They run straight ahead here with White. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Forced out to his left.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now out comes Houston.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The pass intended for Brevin Jordan. Incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw.
That's underneath to Pierce.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Delivers another one to Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Looking to throw.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
136 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 32-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas.